Bambi's private video didn't just slip out, it was deliberately released. This was no blunder. It was a targeted move. Now, Lil Scrappy is on a mission to call out Stevie J. Thought the Love and Hip Hop crew had it all together? Just like that, their reality turned into chaos overnight. This controversy goes far beyond a single video. It's a ruthless game where greed, control, and invasion of privacy collide. Thought Stevie J was one of the dependable ones in the industry? Think again. Lil Scrappy has come forward with explosive claims, not just targeting Stevie J, but pulling back the curtain on a much darker undercurrent running through the entire show. Was it all staged, pure theatrics? Or is there a deeper truth hidden? Beneath the chaos, you won't grasp the full weight of the scandal until you've seen the entire video. Where are these celebrities headed next? And who's risking it all? Don't miss this jaw-dropping reveal, because what's unraveling now is part of something far more explosive. Something big is about to erupt. Let's be honest, when it comes to reality TV, chaos isn't a question of if, but when. Drama always finds a way to boil over. Still, who could have predicted that Lil Scrappy would come out swinging at Stevie J over a leaked video featuring Bambi? This feud isn't just messy, it's detonating on a whole new level. If you've somehow missed the buzz, let's catch you up. This scandal is far from your everyday drama. It's raw, it's deeply personal, and things are only going to escalate. But before diving deeper, let's rewind for a moment and grasp just how serious this really is. We're not talking about some trivial leak. This one hits hard. This isn't just any leak. It's a violation of Bambi's privacy, someone who's been at the forefront of reality TV. This isn't an accident. It's a deliberate move. That's what makes this scandal so explosive. Now, where does Stevie J come into play? Let's break it down. Stevie J has spent years crafting a reputation as one of the industry's most influential figures. Stevie J has earned his reputation as one of reality TV's most infamous personalities, known for his turbulent relationships, shady business moves, and never-ending controversies. If we rewind, we've watched him get caught up in numerous messy situations, whether it's fiery arguments with Jocelyn or his questionable decisions that keep him in the headlines. And now, Stevie J is allegedly at the center of this leaked video scandal, leaving Bambi enraged and Lil Scrappy beyond furious. So why does this leak carry so much weight? Picture yourself in Bambi's position for a second. Private moments, meant to stay private, are suddenly exposed for everyone to see. The invasion of privacy isn't just a violation, it's a betrayal, one that cuts deep and leaves no room for forgiveness. This isn't just a privacy violation, it's an outright assault on her reputation. That's where Lil Scrappy steps in, absolutely furious. And honestly, who could blame him? When the news of the video first hit, it didn't just stay in the shadows. The entire world was buzzing about it. The internet erupted, social media went wild, and suddenly everyone had something to say. It wasn't until Lil Scrappy spoke out that everything took a turn for the worse. What did he have to say? He didn't hold anything back. Scrappy went off, labeling Stevie J as everything from a backstabber to a manipulator. And he didn't stop there. According to Scrappy, this wasn't some innocent video leak. It was a calculated move. The most explosive part? He's claiming this whole thing was done on purpose, with far more at stake than anyone realized. Scrappy's claim? Stevie J masterminded the entire situation, fully aware of the chaos that would unfold once the video went public. But before we go any further, let's pause for a moment. It's time to unpack the backstory because, trust me, this is far from trivial. You might think it's just another petty reality TV squabble, but the truth is much deeper. There's a lot more going on here than it seems. The relationship between Lil Scrappy, Stevie J, and Bambi has never been easy. Tension between the two men has been brewing for years, and this video is just the most recent flare-up in a long-standing feud. To grasp why things have escalated to this point, we need to dig into the backstory. Let's take a step back. When Scrappy and Stevie J first crossed paths, they were at very different stages in their careers. Stevie J was already a well-known figure in the entertainment world, a seasoned producer with connections to some of the biggest stars. On the other hand, Scrappy was still finding his footing, striving to make a name for himself in the industry, balancing a career as a rapper, while managing his personal life was no easy feat for Scrappy. But it didn't take long for both men to become linked in the world of reality TV, largely due to their involvement with love and hip-hop. As time passed, tensions between them grew. Why? Because Stevie Jay's methods started to clash with Scrappy's values. Stevie J had a reputation for underhanded tactics, especially in his business dealings. Scrappy's trust in him was non-existent. That distrust deepened when Stevie J started meddling in Bambi's life. Whether he was trying to stir the pot between Bambi and Scrappy or playing both sides, one thing became obvious. His intentions were far from good. Now we find ourselves in a situation where Lil Scrappy is accusing Stevie J of exploiting Bambi's personal life for his own gain. Scrappy insists this wasn't some accidental leak, it was a calculated move. The video was designed to spark chaos, manipulate emotions, and ultimately tarnish Bambi's reputation, with Stevie J pulling all the strings behind the scenes. Let's not rely solely on Scrappy's account, though. Sources close to the situation, whose identities remain anonymous, reveal that there's far more happening behind the curtain. According to them, Stevie J's actions aren't just about settling scores or fueling petty drama. No, this runs much deeper. These insiders suggest that Stevie J is up to something far more calculated. He's said to be at the heart of a much darker scheme, a tangled web of betrayals, power plays, and manipulation in the reality TV industry. We'll explore those allegations in more detail later, but for now, one thing is clear. The way Stevie J has managed this entire situation raises serious concerns. As the drama continues to unravel, Lil Scrappy is stepping up, demanding answers and refusing to back off. With each new revelation, it's becoming increasingly clear that this isn't a small issue. It's a massive scandal that could reshape the entire reality TV scene. So, what's in store for these two men next? Only time will tell. As Lil Scrappy continues to unravel the allegations and shed light on the darker side of Stevie J's actions, it's clear that there's no turning back now. The drama is far from over, and with each new twist, the tension builds. But before we dive into the next chapter of this jaw-dropping story, let's take a moment to consider how social media and take a moment to examine how the public has reacted to all of this. What are fans saying about Lil Scrappy's daring accusations? And how is Stevie J handling the massive backlash that's come his way? We'll dive into that in the next section. Now that we've set the stage for this bombshell scandal, let's get into the heart of it. Now, we're about to dive into the gritty details of the leaked video and the fallout that's rattling the reality TV world. If you thought Lil Scrappy's accusations against Stevie J were intense, just wait. What's coming next is even more shocking. This is the moment the story takes a much darker turn. And trust me, this isn't just a case of a simple slip-up. This isn't just a case of an accidental leak. No, this is a deliberate attack on Bambi's reputation and potentially her career. Let's break it down. First, we have to address the video itself. We've all witnessed the fallout from leaked videos, whether they come from celebrities or reality stars, and we all know just how much harm they can inflict. There's something about this video that sets it apart from the rest. This wasn't just any private clip. It captured a deeply personal moment of Bambi, one of love and hip-hop's biggest stars. A moment that should have stayed out of the public eye was suddenly thrust into the harsh spotlight for the world to see. The world was forced to watch. But according to Lil Scrappy, this wasn't some accidental leak. This was intentional. Scrappy argues that Stevie J orchestrated the release of the video, knowing exactly what would unfold. The timing, he insists, was far too convenient. Just as Bambi was beginning to gain serious momentum in her career, this scandal emerged. The video was released, and just like that, Bambi's image was at risk. Let's take a moment to think about it. How many times have we seen rising reality TV stars have their personal lives exposed at the absolute worst time? This isn't just some random event. Scrappy is convinced it was deliberate, an intentional attempt to throw Bambi's career off course. Things take an even darker turn when you look at Stevie J's history. One thing's for sure, he's no stranger to controversy. For years, he's been involved in one scandal after another. And now, this video leak is just another move in his ongoing game of manipulation. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Sources close to the Love and Hip Hop production reveal that this video wasn't some accidental leak by Stevie J. According to these insiders, Stevie J had access to private footage of Bambi and knew exactly what would unfold once it went public. The moment it hit social media, the damage was irreversible. And what's even more alarming is that some insiders are suggesting that Stevie J might not have acted alone. That's right. The future of love and hip-hop. The tension is building, and we're just getting started. Stay tuned for the final chapter in this scandalous story. As we continue to unravel the mess behind the Bambi video leak, it's obvious this won't be fading away anytime soon. What began as a private moment has now turned into a full-blown media frenzy. The social media chaos shows no signs of slowing down, and the consequences are set to impact the lives of Lil Scrappy, Stevie J, and Bambi for months, perhaps even years. In this final segment, we'll take a deep dive into the fallout from this entire mess and explore the potential consequences are coming for everyone involved. And believe me, things are about to get even more intense. Now let's shift gears to the legal side of things. With all the drama escalating the way it is, it's hard to imagine this won't eventually lead to a legal showdown. Bambi and Scrappy are no strangers to the public spotlight, but this video leak takes things to a whole new level. The stakes are rising, potentially opening up a whole new legal can of worms. When private content is leaked, there are laws designed to protect individuals from having their personal moments exposed without their consent. What's even more intriguing is that Bambi might not just be taking legal action against Stevie J for defamation or emotional distress, emotional harm. Bambi might even be considering legal action against the entire production team behind Love and Hip Hop. There's speculation that this goes beyond a simple leak. Could there have been internal leaks within the network or the production crew? Is it possible someone took advantage of Bambi's vulnerability for their own benefit or to boost ratings? This could pave the way for a multi-party lawsuit involving not only cast members but also individuals behind the scenes. One thing's certain, Bambi will likely have a team of lawyers ready to fight her case. Considering the public nature of this scandal, defamation lawsuits are probably just the beginning on the horizon, and it wouldn't be surprising if Stevie J finds himself under legal scrutiny for his part in this mess. If the courts get involved, things could spiral even further than they already have. And believe me, if Bambi pursues legal action, the media frenzy will skyrocket. This is just the beginning of a legal showdown that could stretch over the next year. Now let's dive into the lasting effects on these stars' careers. Bambi and Scrappy have weathered plenty of storms, but this situation is on another level. The video leak has damaged their reputations in a way that could seriously affect their future in the reality TV world. While Love and Hip Hop is built on drama, this kind of controversy that could push the show to its limits. Could this leak hurt the ratings in the long run? It's definitely possible. There's already buzz suggesting that producers might have deliberately orchestrated this scandal to reignite interest in an otherwise flat season. But it wasn't just the reality. Stars who jumped into the fray. The media quickly jumped on the bandwagon. Big tabloids and entertainment outlets plastered headlines like Stevie J's hidden secrets exposed and Lil Scrappy takes on Stevie J. It didn't take long for everyone to weigh in, and before anyone knew it, the story had snowballed into something far bigger than anyone expected. This wasn't just a scandal about a leaked video. It turned into a full-blown media circus. So, what's Stevie J's take on all this? Of course, he's denied any role in the video leak, maintaining that he had no idea it would be made public. In an exclusive interview, Stevie J insisted the video was released without his consent. He claimed he had no knowledge of the leak and expressed deep regret over the entire mess. But here's the catch. It all felt a little too polished, almost scripted. And let's not forget, this isn't Stevie J's first time at the center of a scandal. Many fans weren't buying his victim narrative, suggesting this might just be another one of his manipulative tactics. He claimed he had no knowledge of the leak and expressed deep regret over the entire mess. But here's the catch. It all felt a little too polished, almost scripted. And let's not forget, this isn't Stevie J's first time at the center of a scandal. Many fans weren't buying his victim narrative, suggesting this might just be another one of his manipulative tactics. Let's face it, Stevie J has a well-established track record of playing the victim whenever scandal strikes. Whether it's his tumultuous relationship with Jocelyn or his string of legal issues, he's mastered the art of turning the tables and painting himself as the wronged party. But this time, it might not be so simple to spin his way out of this. 1. So, who's telling the truth here? Is Stevie J genuinely the victim, or is he just pulling his typical tricks? And what lies ahead for Bambi and Lil Scrappy? With the spotlight on them and the media frenzy growing by the second, the stakes are higher than ever. In the next part of this investigation, we'll dive deeper into what's really going on behind the scenes, the aftermath of the video leak, its impact on these stars, their futures, and what it means for the future of love and hip-hop. The drama is escalating, and this story is far from over. Stay tuned for the final chapter of this scandal. As we dive deeper into the chaos surrounding the Bambi video leak, it's evident this situation is only just beginning. This isn't going to blow over anytime soon. What began as a private moment has snowballed into a massive public spectacle. The social media storm is only growing stronger, and the consequences will continue to affect Lil Scrappy, Stevie J, and Bambi for months, if not years. In this concluding section, we're going to dig into the aftermath of this entire mess and explore what consequences might await everyone caught up in it. Things are only going to get more intense from here. Now, let's focus on the potential legal fallout. Given all the drama and how quickly this is escalating, it's almost certain that a legal battle is on the horizon. Bambi and Scrappy have certainly been no strangers to public drama, but this video leak ups the ante in a way that could unleash a whole wave of legal complications. When it comes to private content being exposed, there are strict laws designed to safeguard individuals from having their personal moments made public without their permission. What's even more intriguing is that Bambi may not limit her legal action to just suing Stevie J for defamation or emotional distress. She could set her sights on the entire Love and Hip Hop production team. There are whispers suggesting that this leak wasn't as random as it seemed. Could there have been internal leaks within the network or production team? Is someone else involved? Could someone have intentionally exploited Bambi's vulnerability for personal gain or to increase ratings? This could lead to a multi-party lawsuit, bringing in various figures both from the show's cast and behind the scenes. One thing is certain, the lawyers are likely already lining up to represent Bambi. Considering the public attention this scandal has received, defamation lawsuits are likely in the near future, and it wouldn't be surprising if Stevie J himself faced legal scrutiny for his involvement in this mess. Should the courts get involved, things could get much uglier than what we've seen so far. If Bambi takes this to court, the media frenzy will escalate even more. This is just the start of a legal battle that may drag on for the next year. Now let's consider the long-term effects on these stars' careers. While Bambi and Scrappy have weathered plenty of storms before, this time it's different. The video leak has severely damaged their reputations, and it could affect their future in reality TV. Although Love and Hip Hop is known for its drama, this particular controversy could push the show to its limits. Could this leak impact the ratings over time? It's definitely possible. There's even talk that the producers might have intentionally stirred up this scandal to boost interest in what was otherwise shaping up to be a slow season.